Hey guys, what's up? RedPandaMining here. How y'all doing? Back with another video. I want to talk about cryptocurrency mining farms. And as you know, you guys probably heard in a lot of news and some other articles that Bitcoin farms, some of them have been shut down because they can't stay afloat, or there are some of them that are still keeping up with the market somehow, even though we're in the bear market. And, you know, running these kind of farms incurs a lot of expenses. And I don't have a big farm myself. I'm a home miner, so I don't have those kind of expenses that these big farms do, you know, such as rent, insurance, maybe fire prevention systems if they want to stay legal, or like miscellaneous stuff for buying for broken parts. You know, you got to buy stuff, have extra parts on hand, and you got to pay for your internet, you got to pay for backup internet, you got to think about taxes, you know, for your business, because you obviously if you're making a huge farm, you're running it as a business. And of course the last thing you got to worry about is the electricity bill. So all those kind of stuff. So what made me talk about this is this article here from bitcoin.com. I'm not sure how credible this is, but they just talk about how large cryptocurrency mining operation is handling the current market. So there is this company called Bitfarms, and apparently they have secured $20 million in loans to finance their Bitcoin farm. And by the looks of it, looks like they got all like ASIC miners, and it's just interesting that in a bear market they're taking out a loan. Like, to me, in my thoughts, that's just like, why? Like, really risky. Like, maybe they know something I don't, but it's interesting. Yeah. So apparently the $20 million loan is being financed by New York-based Dominion Capital, and they will be paid in 4 increments of 5 million in milestones, so such as infrastructure building and hardware purchases. So once they hit those certain milestones, they'll be paid 5 million each time. Oh yeah, man, look at that wall of ASIC miners, guys. That's just nuts. Okay, so the funny thing here, the very last paragraph, I just want to read out. They say, we believe the industry is shifting hobbyist garage miners, such as myself. I am one of those hobbyist garage miners, to large industrial operators, added the Bitfarms CEO. The pricing and difficulty correlation looks to be stabilizing at these levels. We anticipate further growth in hash rates throughout 2019, however, at a much more subdued pace to witness last year. In a stable BTC environment, network growth will be heavily influenced by undercapitalization of major hardware manufacturers, marginal hardware efficiency gains, and a more measured price of capital investment. We believe the industry is shifting hobbyist garage miners to large industrial operators. So in my opinion, I don't know of anybody who's doing that, but I don't know anybody personally. I'm just saying I don't know anyone personally. I know that there are people who started out as a hobbyist miner, and then they grew into operating large mining farms, grew out that way. So, yeah, I don't know what the overall outlook is in the whole world of, you know, from doing just at home miners like myself and most of you that are watching me, to operating a large mining farm and incurring all those costs, you know, rent, insurance, internet, electricity bill, all that stuff adds up, you know. But if you're doing it at home, like myself, all you're incurring is the electricity bill. That's it. So to keep going, guys, let's talk about just companies and stuff that and YouTubers that have kind of shut down, or may have not shut down, or are still going. I'm not quite sure, but so here's the Bitfarms website, computing power to reshape the world. This is the first time I've actually heard of Bitfarms. So they got a neat little website here, and apparently they're still keeping up. And of course, they're keeping up because of that investment of $20 million, which I find quite hilarious. So there it is. Look at that, guys. Look at that. That's Bitfarms. Look at these. A lot of ASIC miners. A lot of cabling. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. But I personally would never do this because that's just like a huge... such a huge thing. But hey, it's paid off for maybe some farms that were... You guys seen videos of Bitcoin farms back in 2012, 2011, 2013. Look at them now, right? I'm sure they're still going. So, but who knows? Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of years. Another company I want to talk about is Hut 8. This is a company based in Canada, I believe. That's where I'm from. And they're running 2 different locations, and they got one in Alberta and 2 in Alberta, sorry. And I know that the electrical costs in Alberta are like super low. So I think they're about at 3 or 4 cents per kilowatt. That's really low, and that's in Canadian. 3 to 4 cents Canadian, guys. So in USD, that's going to be maybe 2 to 3 cents per kilowatt. 2 to 3 cents per kilowatt in USD. That's insanely low. So these guys are still making money. Well, depends on, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, their costs and rental, all that kind of stuff. But in terms of the electrical cost, it's quite low. It's quite low that they're mining. So 784 petahashes Bitcoin. So ASIC, the SHA 256 algorithm, and 95.2 megawatts. that is a lot of power, guys. A lot of power. 56 block boxes, data centers operating at maximum capacity. And then they have another one here, 29 block boxes. So these boxes, they are made by Bitfury Group. So Bitfury creates a lot of these solutions for mining operations. So yeah, pretty interesting. So yeah, Hut 8, so they're still going. These guys are still going. Bitfarm's still going. Look at that, guys. That's what it looks like. Imagine having a farm like this. Okay, so Hut 8 actually has a video that they released last year, September 22nd, 2018. And they had a grand opening of their facility. So this is probably 6 to 8 months ago. And yeah, it's just interesting to see these guys made a facility, and I know that they had millions of dollars in investment. So yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see that. I hope they're doing well, but we'll see in the future. Okay, and then next up, Bits Be Trippin'. I don't know how he's doing with his farm, but he doesn't have ASIC miners. He's running GPUs. And I know he's running the mining specific GPUs mainly for most of them. So he's one of them. He's one of the guys I think that's still going, and I think still staying profitable, I hope, in mining. But yeah, so check that out, guys, if you haven't seen it. His video before. He made this on August 16th, 2018. And next up, okay, so here's an example of a fellow YouTuber, awesome guy. I've watched him since the very beginning, and he's like an OG who started off. He's made many different farms, and he had to close down his digital golds business, where he was getting money from people who would host, where he would host their mining rigs. and the bear market came, and his business model wasn't working out anymore because people stopped paying him to host their rigs at Digi's Jared's warehouse. So again, and I made a video about it December 10th about it, and another reason why he closed is because he had a lot of costs. Rent, insurance, internet, backup internet, taxes, and most of all, the electricity bill. It just hurt him a lot. He couldn't stay afloat. Plus, the clients shutting down. So, it was a sad time for him for sure, and it was a sad time to watch him go through that for sure. I really hated seeing that, and I more so, it's not like I want these big Bitcoin farms to shut down. It's cool. Like, there's people that Dominion Capital, New York based, that they are willing to loan $20 million to people like this, Bitfarms, to keep going. Like, I wish that that DigiGold had some kind of investment that he could have kept going, and maybe optimized somehow the costs that he was incurring. But yeah, he had no investors of any sort. He had no investment in any way to keep going. So he had to shut down. Okay, guys, to end off the video, I just want to maybe talk about a solution to, Bitcoin farms shutting down, people shutting down, even hobbyist miners shutting down. I know that there's a couple of people out there that are running solar, and there's people out there that are running solar. There's a YouTube video about I think Voscoin. He interviewed a guy, and he was running his mining farm off 100% solar energy. And of course, that's you're saving so much costs, right? You're reducing operational mining costs, and you're able to stay afloat because solar energy, guys. But I'm sure the initial investment into solar energy is just insane, right? So look at this. So there's an article I found. Bitcoin miner says solar energy cuts mining costs by 75%. So there was a Reddit post, made 15 days ago as of making this video, and this guy, was able to do it. So I'm sure, you're cutting costs by 75%, but what's the return on investment from doing this kind of thing, right? Like you're implementing this in your house or business or farm, warehouse, whatever. It's quite a huge cost, right, initially, but it's cool. It's cool though. You're saving on electrical costs. So that's all I want to talk about, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you're watching me and you are a mining farm and you have a business, please let me know if you're still staying afloat somehow. And of course, electrical costs and other costs, operational costs, can really hurt, right? But if not, let me know. Let me know what's happened to you. And also, people who are mining at home, let me know if you guys are still mining or not, and all that good stuff. But please like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate all of you who watch me. My YouTube channel has been growing at a substantial rate. I don't know why. I feel like I'm not that good, but I want to make a video every day for you guys, and I just love this stuff. I love covering this kind of stuff. I love playing around with graphic cards and mining stuff and learning about it and everything, guys. I just love it, guys. That's why I do it every day. And anyways, guys, I'm just rambling. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.